Hello everyone, I'm Ashita and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Let's Win. Through this channel, I'll support you all with few key topics of mathematics. So to start with, I would take up the topic finding out the square root of any given number. So to find out the square root of any given number, I may choose the first way by learning the square root as it is. Second way could be by using prime factorization method, and the third way could be by using long division method. So let's start with the very first method, and before beginning, let me tell you in this video we will be studying majorly about these two topics, that is by prime factorization method and long division method. So let's start by prime factorization method by taking up a number 9604. So in order to find out the prime factors of the same, as the name of the process suggests, prime factorization, which means we have to look for prime numbers that can divide the given number. I repeat, we have to look for prime numbers that can divide the given number 9604. Also, we need to look for the smallest prime number that can divide it. Okay, so if we begin, what can be the prime numbers? It could be 2, it could be 7 also, if you think. So instead of 7, we would choose 2, as we have to choose the smallest one, right? So dividing 9604 by 2, we would get 4802. Further dividing it by 2, what do we get? 2401. And then now dividing this 2401 by 7 as a prime number, what do we get? 343. Further dividing it by 7, we get 49. Dividing it by 7 again, it gives us 7. Ultimately, we have the answer as 1. So students, do you remember one thing? As we used to find out the LCM in the primary classes, we used to end up at 1. Similarly, here also in the prime factorization method, you will end up at 1. Okay, so now further, as you can see in the leftmost column, it's written 2 into 2 and 4 times 7 we have. So we can write it as 9604, which is equal to 2 into 2 into 4 times 7. We will group similar numbers into pairs of 2. In this case, we can have one pair of 2's. We can divide all the 7's into 2 pairs. So we have 1 2 from the pair of 2's, 1 black 7 out of it, and 1 red 7 out of the next pair, right? 3 numbers now in the answer. It's 2, 7 and 7, right? So multiplying them will give you a 98. So the square root of 9604 finally becomes 98. You can also write it in the other form by using the symbol of the square root like this, which states square root of 9604 is going to be 98. So this is how you can find out the square root of any number using prime factorization method. Moving to our next method, which is long division method, let's solve the same number 9604. Let's find out the square root, this time using long division method. So our first step is going to be making two lines like this, one on the top and one on the left hand side of the same. Right, the next step could be simply write down the number into between the two lines in the same step, and starting from the rightmost number, let's count on in the pairs of 2 and put a bar on each pair. I repeat, from the end, the rightmost side, let's count two numbers and make it a pair and put a bar on the head of every pair like this. So now we have two pairs or two bars here. So like we do in simple division, we will start with the first pair, that is 96 over here, on which we have the first bar. So as we usually do in simple division, here also we will start with the very first pair, that is 96. So now comes the interesting step. So let's now think of a number whose square is either equal to 96, which is our first pair, or less than 96. I repeat, let's think of a number which has a square either same as 96 or less than 96. And by saying less, I mean it should be the closest to 96. So let's check from the numbers. 2 square, is it 4? 6 square, okay, 36. 7 square is 49. We are getting closer to 96. 8 square it is 64. 9 square becomes 81. 10 square it's 100. So if you notice here, 100 becomes slightly greater than 96, right? So in order to divide, we need to have a number smaller than 96. So let's get back to the other number, which is 81, the previous one, which is the square of 9 square. So let's take up the number 9 whose square is 81, which is less than 96. So our next step would be simply putting 9 on the left as well as on top as a quotient, like we do in simple division, right? So till this, I hope this much is clear to everyone. So now what do we have to do is we will simply multiply this 9 which is on the left and the 9 which is on top, and what do we get after multiplying it? We get 81. So we put that 81 underneath 96, just the way we do in division. Now further, while finding out the difference from it, 96 minus 81 gives you 15. Now comes another interesting step in this method, everyone. So the step would be, let's double the quotient, that is in this case 9. So let's double the quotient, which means 9 into 2, 18, and put that quotient in the next step in the left side. I repeat, let's double the quotient and put the answer in the left side in the next step. Like here it is 9 into 2, 18. So we put 18 in the left side of it. And 15, as we know, is the difference. So we have kept it on the right side. Now if we see carefully, 15 being inside and 18 being on the left, 15 we cannot divide it by 18 since it is lesser than 18. So in order to support it, in simple division, like we pull down the next number, here in long division, we will pull down the next pair like this. So now the most interesting step of the entire method lies here. So I need a number here which, when placed at the units place after 18, such that when it is multiplied to itself, it will give me 1504. I repeat, I need a number which, when kept at the units place right after 18 and multiplied to its own self, it gives 4 in the units place, or it gives the answer as 1504. To avoid any confusion, let's see how we can do it. So just looking at this part here right away, just by choosing randomly by hit and trial method, let's quickly do it this way. So remember, on the left side I had 18. So here we need a number which, when kept on the units place of the same and multiplied to itself, will give me a 4 in the units place. Why a 4? Because our question has 1504 in the second step, right? So in order to find out the numbers, let's check the pairs. So we have one pair as 2 into 2, which gives you 4 in the units place, and the other can be 8 into 8, which can give you 4 in the units place, as there is 64. So let's try putting both the cases in the above face. Let's replace the question mark by 2 in both the sides. So by placing 2, we are getting the answer as 364, which is obviously not applicable. As we know, we need 1504. So let's try to put the other one. So by multiplying, we are getting 1504. Yes, we've got the answer. So now let's move to the next thing. Now simply, what do we do here? Since our number is 8, we will simply place 8 on the left side as well as on the top, just the way we did in the first step. Remember, in the first step we placed 9 on the left as well as on top. Similarly, we will place 8 on the left as well as on the top. Simply, when I multiplied 188 into 8, I got the answer as 1504. That is how I chose 8, right? So by subtracting, I got the remainder 0 finally. Yes. So now in the next step, you remember in the very first step, we doubled the quotient, that was 9. We did 9 into 2, which was 18, and we had put it on left. So this time we will not do it. Why? Because in that step, we had the remainder 15, remember? So since 15 was the remainder, that's why we had to double the quotient to take the answer forward. Now this time our remainder is already 0. So we don't have to move ahead. So our answer ends here. right? So now, what about the square root? Our square root of this question 9604 from here will be the quotient from this question, that is 98. So 98 is going to be the square root of the same. So this is how we can easily find out the square root of any given number using long division method. I hope you all have understood this. So for other topics, kindly check out for more videos. Thank you for watching.